Let me go. Let me go on. I'll be showing you what is meant by Hacktoberfest and why we are conducting this. All will be just uh, two, 2 minute 2 minutes 2 minute I'll be 2 minute. Yes, you can see my screen, right?
Yeah, it is visible.
Yeah, and you all can see the Hacktoberfest logo, and Hacktoberfest is being conducted by GitHub as well as with association with DigitalOcean from past 10 years, and this year it was the 10th season of Hacktoberfest, and it is conducted in order to encourage all the tech professionals towards the open source contributions and towards the starting their career towards the open source, and to make their contributions towards the open source. And we are having also the STM speaker Neil Shah. He's a he sir was the product manager for Internet's Infotech, and I told you previously, right? He was the organizer for five communities, GDG Ahmedabad, as well as CNS of Ahmedabad and HashiCrop Ahmedabad communities. And yeah, what is meant by Hacktoberfest? See, it is a place where everybody contribute to the open source contributions towards the all the repositories present in GitHub. And yeah, who is the Hacktoberfest event for? This question is from everywhere, and this was and it is there are total three types of here, and one is maintainer, one is contributor, and one is beginner. I'll be sharing you like maintainer is one who is having reports of Git Hacktoberfest enabled, and he will be enabling the repositories for the contributors. So contributors will contribute in the maintenance repos, and they will be contributing. They'll be checking the code, and they'll be contributing to the maintenance. And those are beginners. So like never made a pull request, like those are called beginners basically, and they want to participate in the Hacktoberfest to start their career in the open source, and to want to they want to make it they want to make open source contributions. And next, yeah, that's where we GFG VIT-AP the chapter from Geeks for Geeks I started this Hacktoberfest event. We are conducting, this was our first edition. We'll be conducting this for the upcoming years. And as you all know, Hacktoberfest was in association with DigitalOcean, Elo, and Apparat, as well as Application. These all are the companies which which associates with GitHub. Along with GitHub, every year they conduct Hacktoberfest, and you can register at this website. We will be announcing at the end. And yeah, let's celebrate with the month of open source together. And thank you for listening. Yeah, it's me, Julu Rohit, president of Geeks for Geeks, and it's my quotation. And you all can know like why this guy studying. Yeah, I have in this Oktoberfest I have made all the pull requests merge, and I was in the Hall of Fame of Oktoberfest for this season. And that's all with that's all with from my side, to make you all uh, towards the open source. And now I pass on mic to now I'll pass on mic to our Neil Shah, our esteemed speaker, and Neil Shah. He will be providing you all the uh, uh, yeah, so all the things with what you can do with open source contributions. Neil Shah, hello sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello, hello. Yeah, just a minute. I will
Yeah,
share.
sir. You can continue, sir. You can start with the session.
Yeah, there is my screen visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. How are you? So, for Hacktoberfest, why we need to contribute to open source. So let's kickstart your journey with GitHub and GitHub, Git and GitHub. So yeah. So how many of you use Git or GitHub in your journey, like in your daily life? You can raise your hand. So let's make this session interactive, not so boring. Because yeah, I just so many people has raised an hand. So that's good number. Then also like there are many people who don't know. So let's start from basic and why it is like needed in today's world. So let's understand this in today's session. So let's start our session. Kickstart your open source journey with Git and GitHub. So yeah, hi, I am Neil, a DevOps and community guy, mentored more than 15 plus hackathons, organizer at HashiCorp user group, CNCF Gandhinagar, Google Cloud Gandhinagar, and also Terraform certified. So these are all from the community works. Yeah. So what's the aim of today's game is to get up the speed, use the directions, cover the fundamentals in less than 60 minutes. So that's our aim of the today. So what we are going to learn is what is Git, what is version control, what is GitHub, and how to implement this. So understanding version control. So could anyone tell me like why the version control is needed? Could anyone speak out or like write in chat or something? So version control is needed because when we see any application, so there are many updates in the application. So when the application has version 1 and whenever it has gone to version 5, it had improved a lot of features. So it had made a lot of features. So but then also if we wanted to download the version 1 of the application, then also we can find it on place like somewhere. So that's like we need to maintain all the versions, and all the versions we need to have the specification like in this version these are the many features, in the next version these features are added, and this sort of thing. So that's we need a platform where we can host these versions. Next is tracking the project's history. So like whenever we make new feature, there are always like bug fixing. So when some bug came and trash your project, then how will you know that this application, this bug has crashed? For that also you need tracking to remove that sort of bugs that will and that will make the health of your application unhealthy. So you need also to track that project history, because every time we don't do a project individually. We collab with team member and we do coding, and we need to track like who has made the mistake, so that we can help it out. Like don't do this next for the next time. It will make our application unhealthy. Yeah, a disclaimer between the our session. So GitHub is a version control system. It isn't the backup. Although it provides backup, but we don't say it's backup. It's a version control system. So managing a multiple versions of project, obviously, as I told, so there are many features which are paid. If you see Hotstar or something, some application which had some paid feature and which has some free features. So although they are managing both the things on the same thing, same platform, that's Hotstar. So we need to maintain. There are different branches. You will those people who know GitHub, they also know there are different branches. So on which like if there's some feature on one branch, some premium feature, some exclusive features on the another branch, so that only the person who has access to that can access that. Next is let's take one example, simple example. Let's take example of an e-commerce application. So these red dots are the features, are the basic features of the e-commerce applications. You can also like if you don't get the example, you can also correlate it with Flipkart or Amazon or anything. So it's just a normal e-commerce. In normal e-commerce, what are the features? There are like different criteria, different sections of clothing, shoes, like a different sort of thing, electronics, some sort of thing. Then there is payment. Then there is tracking sort of thing. So consider there are two similar things, and the ecom, which is having only red dots, is a normal one, and ecom, which is having a green dots, is a pro version. You can see ecom and ecom pro. So there are two, three features which are access to the normal one. You can correlate with this. So there are two, like you can see, consider the scenario where you have Amazon and you have Amazon Prime membership. So what happens, like everyone know nowadays, because everyone uses this sort of thing. So if you in Prime, you can get a delivery and within 24 hours or so, some sort of thing. So like there are some features which are exclusively available to Pro members. These are the Pro features. So like when we will do branching in the sense, like both the things are on same platform, say are on the same platter. So how you will do? So these are the four basic features that were there previously. So these are from the master branch. The master is the whenever we go for a GitHub, so master is the main branch. That's a in layman language I can say the CPU of the computer. So in similar way, the master is the main branch of GitHub. So for changing the branch to premium, so Git branch premium. So it will head the origin of the branch to premium. So these are some commands. You can also like refer the GitHub cheat sheet afterwards, and also the team member of the Geeks for Geeks also they have prepared a module for all the commands, so they can also share. But Git branch premium is branch like it will branch like head to premium branch. So next is you can see these are the small like these are the premium features. These are the master feature. So there were in the normal app. So when you will go to merge them, then what would happen is, so like what it has done, git checkout premium. So it had headed to premium branch. Previously, what we did, it branch. So it had make the premium branch different separately. So similarly, git checkout premium, git checkout master, and merging them. So how it will merge? So it can go anyway. So like it is a proper flow where we can merge, or what will happen is you can just see what will going to happen. This is the like normal app. See, it will go conflict because you don't know like where to match this, where to merge this. Because it is the thing like we have some sort of pieces in this hand, some sort of this in this hand, and how to merge we don't know actually. So we need a whole flow where we can control all the things. So version control is useful for managing multiple version of a project. As we know, like there are many like different versions because so from starting we have some features, then we add on. So there are there are different versions. So for that we need version control. And for people who are like hearing Git and GitHub for the first time, so Git is a version control system, and GitHub provides a platform for hosting your repositories for hosting your code there. So don't get confused between Git and GitHub. They are both like having a normal label language. You can understand that. Like, and the person who are using obviously this may know like what is the importance of it and sharing code among developers. So basically, like in this sort of like we are engaging online hackathons, and in online hackathons, what happens is people from different countries, international countries, collab with each other, make a team, and do coding and make a good product, good project. So how it happens is how they share their code because one is sitting in India, one is sitting in USA. So how they will correlate? So you can do via this. you can use this. You can share their code, share your code with them. They can share your code, and it restrains the constraint. Like the both person need to sit in one place. It restrains the constraint. Two-person may be anywhere in the world, and they can directly do coding in like similar environment. That is the thing, sharing code amongst developers. And obviously, we knew like what like other thing is we do need to show a profile somewhere. So we can also share our profiles through GitHub. We can like many people what do is make a website on GitHub and show your soft resume. Nowadays, like all the web developers who are there, try to make after like learning some web like some small sort of thing website development, and try to make your profile. So there will be a soft resume for you, because many times it will make an different impact on the recruiters. Just a small thing, but that makes a impact. A project without version control. So let's consider an inventory management system. An inventory management, or like let's take a school or anything. So like in the inventory management system, there will be different modules. There will be one database. For like, if you go for any website, then there is always a database. There is always a user interface, and apart from that, there is always an administration interface module. Because in every application, there is one end user, and there is always an admin, and apart from that, there will be a database. And consider one another module, any module. So these are all modules are separated, and they don't know each other. Admin don't know user don't know admin. Database also is not correlated with that. So what will happen is when we had made database module. See, this girl has made the database module. This boy has made the admin interface module. This girl has made the user interface module. This guy has made some another module. They have made these modules independently. So what they like? We need to make an application. So we need to merge them. Where will we merge? So if we go for merging anywhere, any like, so it will merge. What will it will give conflicts, because we don't know where to merge and how to merge. So we know like we need to bundle this, but how to merge we don't know, and this will give a lot of conflicts, and that will make a hell sort of thing, because the bugs will be going on. Even we try to like apply like tapes on that, then also it won't work. Hello. Yeah, someone like had some doubt. So if we go for applying tapes, then also it won't work. So when a project is with version control, and it will be a king, because it know like where there are the different modules, because it had different branches. As we see it previously, there was a branch, like normal branch, and there was a premium branch. So all the normal features were there in a normal branch, main branch, and all the premium features were there on the premium branch. Similarly, if all the people working on the project are on the like, version control system, then it will be like really much easy for everyone. So see, let's take example a project with version control. So there was so like one project on which on top of that Jenny made some progress on that, some features on some function on the top of the basic project, and also John made some project some functions on top of that. Then they come to an end like let's merge them. So how they will merge? Because she had made some different sort of thing, he had made a different sort of thing. So it won't merge because they both are having different sort of different dependencies, and it won't merge, and they both won't be allowed to directly merge on the main branch. as there will be conflicts. You can see this is a sign of conflicts because they are like explicitly trying to do a thing which is not consider not be considerable. So it's just for the joke. If it hurts, do it more often. So it's just for the like have some fun. But yeah, why it's important is we need to do. We already already talk about this. Share code amongst the developers. Coordinating teamwork. Obviously, like people in like having from out of country after like out of India also can work with us, can directly coordinate with us. Source of truth is anyone can like be a part of the version control. Anyone we can give access to them. They can also see our source code and help it out. Many times what happens is we try to make some project. So and we got some error, but we don't didn't got the error solution on Stack Overflow. So what happens is if we had let's say some example like uh, anyone have heard about Docker? Anyone have heard about Docker? So Docker is a tool in DevOps. So what happens is when we got some error in like making in like a Docker image or something, then we can directly uh, share it with the community person and they can help us. So how we share the code with them through GitHub. We can give the access to them so they can help it out. So similarly way, GitHub has many advantages. So on top of that is some bug trackers. So many of you heard about Bugzilla, Mantis, which store bug reports. Because where it will help us out is for finding the bug in like big application. Because if we had a small project, then it won't help. But we have a project where there are code of more than 10,000 lines, so you can understand the what complexity it must be having. So for that, like we use bug trackers, and we also generate bug reports regularly, so that the application is going on. So that apart from that is some project management tools. If you go for any company and they need to track their issues in the sense like if they have some problems, some bugs, so they have a list of bugs. So for tracking all the bugs, what they do, they assign issues. So Jira is a tool where people in corporate company do project management. So because we can assign issues to person. Let's say there are 3 person ABC, and we can assign this issue to particular person A, the next issue to another person, so we can track this sort of thing. So build machine is another like tool for CI/CD. CI/CD is continuous integration and continuous deployment. So what it is, so whenever we commit in GitHub, if like let's say like example, we had hosted our website and like any third party app, or we are hosted on AWS or GCP somewhere. But when we do some changes, it should reflect in our original website, which is hosted there. So Jenkins help us to make the CI/CD pipeline. Particularly, we can use GitLab. Another version control is GitLab also. GitHub is a version control. So similarly, GitLab, Bitbucket, there are different sort of thing. You can they all have the similar feature, but we do change as per the client's requirement basically. But they all must have this. They all have the same features. So like what we can do, deploy to testing. So these are the Jenkins has the features like the website is in staging phase. This is a testing phase. Then similarly, it is in deploying phase, and then it's in the production phase. So yeah, we discuss coordinating with teamwork, making sense of it because like through these examples, I just wanted to like understood you like why the GitHub is necessary for us and why GitHub is a really necessity for any developer in our field. So here are some strong points around Git and GitHub. So it is fast, it is smart, it is flexible. Why I say flexible? Because we can also revert back to the commit. We can also go back. We can also remove. It's flexible. It's not like that we can't do. Because like sometimes also we do some mistakes. So to roll back, we have rollbacks, revert back. So you can also do that. It's safe. Whenever you make a private repo and do share with anyone, like your teammates, then it won't be like able anyone won't be able to see your code or something. So it's a particular safe. And also there are SSH keys where you can also help it out to make out another level of security. And also it's distributed. Everyone has must heard about client server version control, client server architecture in your colleges, in your curriculum. So let's take another example. Let's take a girl called Mary who is trying to pull the file in the main CPU, or like say let's say version control, and also the Tom is also trying to uh, work on the version control. Tom has uploaded the file, but she had Mary hasn't pulled the file. Then what will happen is conflict. See, it's a blue color and red color. So for what will happen is Mary need to like pull the file in the sense she need to pull the changes that are made by Tom in her repo. Then only she can add some more repo, more code on the top of the Tom's repo. So these way, what we can do is we can do the client server version control system distributed. Like we already discussed this. So what we like every like this is a basic steps of like how we can collab with any GitHub repo. So we need to clone the repo. So cloning a repo is the repository is on the server. So for our local, we need whenever we need to make changes, we set up that on our local or our own GitHub repos. So what will happen is cloning a repo is cloning the repo which is on the server to our local. Where is the repository? Here get that on our local. So what it does git pull. So what will happen is whenever someone has after like he got to touch the repository after some time, then what will happen is there will be many changes on the repo on the original repository. So what will the Mary do? Git pull. It will also pull out all the changes which have been done by Tom. Can be done by anyone. And then after making the changes, Mary will push the code to the main repository. So that the maintainer of the repository, maintainer, as the guy previously said, maintainer of the repository, maintainer is the owner of the repository, will merge them. So this is a scenario where there will be conflict. So see, there are three people who are working on the same repository, but they are all working properly without any conflict. So distributed version control gives you flexibility. Flexibility in the sense anything. It can help you out find bug to make some more feature to scale your performance, to collab with many people around the globe. So these are the strong points which GitHub has done. And you can scan the QR code and connect with me. You can ask any queries related to GitHub, open source, DevOps, anything. You can do connect with me. Yeah. And thank you for your attention. So if you have some query, you can directly ask me. And it's open for all. Like you can ask anything. And also, the team has made the repository, which is a participating in Hacktoberfest. So do participate in that. And also, there is a hackathon going on, virtual hackathon. So do participate because in hackathon we make some project, we troubleshoot, and also like make some good friends, which will help us in like in our career. Yeah, Navneet, yeah, you have some doubt? Do they have access to the speaker? Rohit?
Hello? Hello, sir. Can you repeat the
Yeah,
question again?
yeah. Do they have access to speaker? Because Navneet is having, I don't know, Navneet is having some
Yeah,
doubt.
yeah, yeah. They're having access, sir. They're having access. They can talk.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello. Sir, my doubt is how can we effectively contribute in GitHub to the companies?
So see, as previously Rohit said, for the Hacktoberfest. So in Hacktoberfest, what happens is companies like AppRite, if you heard about AppRite, so they had their whole project open source. So you can start reading the documentation because when you go through their project, it will be really much hectic because the code will be like tons and tons of lines. So it won't be like easy for us as for beginner. It won't be easy to understand. But yeah, there is always a GitHub on GitHub. There is always a good first issue, and also you can go for a good first issue on website. Like there is a website called Good First Issue. So you can search that and try to find out like issues which are beginner friendly. So that will help you like to like get the basics of that. I will like I will just share the one of the links here. So what is happen is company doesn't the private companies which are working on the product, they don't open their project openly. But the companies like this Apprite amplification, they have their projects open source and they are like in and do participate in Hacktoberfest because they are providing merchandise. They are also like giving a lots of money in terms of dollars. So yeah, that's a good stuff. So do participate. It's not like they are giving, so we need to do. It's like you will learn something new apart from the like academics. Hope it like helps you out.
That was
Thank
great
you, sir.
session, sir. Sir, we have learned a lot, and we have got to know like how to do branching and what will be the after cloning, what are the issues we will be facing, and I have cleared all of my doubts in version control space. And thank you for the session, sir. And guys, those who like we are having a effective session for the tomorrow's hackathon. Those who want to ask us anything, you can ask us. And those who want to talk to speaker, you can talk to the sir. And yeah, you can unmute and you can speak. If there are any doubts regarding anything, you can ask us. Okay, I guess there are no doubts, and then I'm ending up the recording.
Yeah, for example.